I don't hear any leaking. Okay. I'm gonna scrub this area down a little bit. Whew, try not to sneeze. I'm gonna scrub this area down real good. Some of this cleaner here and some water and a little wire brush because it's got a lot of gunky oil stuff on there. I don't really want to flex seal that to the car, so I'm gonna try to clean as much as I can off, blow it off with the air, and then we'll put the flex seal on there. And I guess that may be all I do today. Oh no, I want to do the other thing too. So yeah, let's get started on that. All right, there we go. Now that worked out really well. This green stuff here, or is it simple green? Worked really good. Sprayed it directly on there. All the gunk off of it. This is what it looked like beforehand, just like that. Now it's like that. So, now all these little dots and stuff you see here are all from the putty I used years ago. So, I will eventually get this floor pan replaced. But for the time being, this Flex Seal stuff's gonna have to work. I mean, not to hold it up, just to keep it from leaking. So I'm just gonna spray generally around there like that. So, I found out I don't have enough camera battery to show you this while I do it, so you'll have to see before and after. So, in any case, here's before. And here's after. Alright, it's a little blobby, but you know what? It's gonna protect a lot better than that putty will once it dries. Yeah, let me see if I can. There we go. Yep, I think it'll do. It should do pretty good protecting that from water. Especially since. Oh, hang on. I'll take the screen around so I can see what I'm pointing at. Right up there is the transmission we're going to take out. I know how nasty it is. Caked in gunk and everything. So, what I'm going to do tomorrow when I get home from work is I'm going to take this. Okay, I'm going to take this thing. We'll roll the El Camino here out in my driveway. Take this simple green stuff. Coat that transmission. I'm going to jack it up on one side first. Coat that transmission real good. And then coat the other side real good. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to jack it up on one side, but I'm going to try to get underneath there and spray it. Never mind. I'll just spray one side at a time with the simple green. Just going to clean it off as best I can. I'm not going to scrub it or anything. I'm just going to coat it real good with the simple green, and after that, I'll blast it with the power washer on one side, jack it up on the inside, rinse and repeat. After that, that's probably all I'll do tomorrow. We should have our new transmission jack in by Friday. Today's Tuesday, so should be able to get that done sometime this week. The painted oil pan sure looks good, doesn't it? You know it's the wrong color. Oh, but it don't matter. It's all the color I had at the time. Wink, wink. Anyway, enough about that. Ooh, this stuff stinks. Man. Alright, we got something else to do now, so. Battery light's blinking. Alright, let's get going on the other thing. Alright, so that took a little more effort than I thought it would. Not that I'm complaining. See all these little pieces of carpet, but I had sitting underneath that piece of metal to keep the carpet, actually under the carpet, under the metal, because to make it stick up. And now, all the way down, got a little wrinkle there, but can't do nothing about it. All the way down to the back. We're in good shape now. Alright, that's going to be all for today. Not much, but it's something. It's good to be here. Alright, tomorrow we'll roll this thing on out of here. See if we can get the transmission cleaned off a little bit so we can, my dad, pull it out. It's not going to be all, excuse me, all oiled up and nasty. And like I said, after that we got a couple other things to deal with. Oh, one other thing, let me mention this before we go. Let me find it. Well, I can't find it, but it's related to the gas tank. Turns out, not the gas tank, but my dad thinks that the reason this thing has so much trouble starting and always needs to be primed after it sits for a while is because there's a hole in the fuel line somewhere. Now, it doesn't mean a hole in the fuel line where it leaks onto the ground. No, it means a vacuum line or a pressure line or something like that. Basically, it might be a rusty pipe for a fuel pipe underneath the car. May have some issues, so that we may have to replace one of the fuel lines or plug it up or something. Basically, what happens is if there's a little hole, like a little pinhole, a rust hole in one of those lines, the fuel pressure will drop and the fuel will just run back to the tank and won't stay in the carburetor after it sits for a while. So we'll figure that out after we get the transmission in and sorry, allergies. After we get the transmission in and we get the door fixed, and I'll do probably a couple other things to it, and that's gonna be all. So, well, I guess that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good night. Or day. Let's do that again. Anyway, I guess that's going to be all. So, thanks for watching, and y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.